Hey guys, welcome back to ESL TV for the Black Monster Cup. This is the third quarterfinal with another one to follow up, honestly, a little bit later on tonight. And right now we're underway with our second game between Unicorns of Love and Invaders. And right now Invaders up 1-0 here in this matchup. And you all have to win out this game here if they want to have hopes of, obviously advancing into the semifinals. So right now, gonna have Riley versus Jax in the top lane, Nocturne versus Kale in the jungle, Syndra versus Ziggs in the mid lane, and Lucian and Leona up against Twitch and Karma here. And really quickly, let's go over the lineups for both teams for you guys. If you're a little bit unfamiliar with either of these two teams, we have Viz, Sheepy, Power of Evil, Vardax, and Hilisiang over on the side of UOL. And for Invaders, we have Chosen, I'm So Fresh, So's Perfect, Silver Carry, and AOD. And well, right now, the Unicorns are waiting in the bush. They're preparing for any sort of invade coming out of Invaders, which, unlike their name, doesn't seem like they're going to be doing. Let's see how this game develops. And honestly, seeing Jax in the top lane, and I'm So Fresh, who actually, funny enough, I don't know why he did this. I guess he's trying to stroke his E-Peam. Sent me a message before the game got underway saying, here's a picture of my 100% win rate on Kale in solo queue. So, obviously very, very confident in his Kale jungle. And obviously that ultimate out of Kale can really counter a lot of Syndra, well, a lot of Syndra's damage, and potentially that burst potential that can come out of her. Well, right now, ULL, they are going for the invade here onto the blue buff. Looks like Twitch and Karma will not... No, Twitch will spot... Someone will spot it out here, and this should be Karma. That should engage on Wolf Flash over the wall, but look at this. The Flash right after him. First blood coming in, and ULL would picked it up. First one going to Vardax here, and you see I'm So Fresh trying to stall them a little bit. He does have a ward to put down that bush, and he won't actually put it in there, but he's going to be forced back. He's going to be forced to use a Flash, and he's going to stick around. He's maybe trying to stay with the blue buff here, but that's not going to work, and... All right, now you see Chosen. He's already doing kind of similar thing, taking away the blue buff from ULL, and that will be Sheepy picking it up here. And Chosen, well, he will lock this one down here. Actually took Counter-Strike first, realizing that the invade did happen. So he could take that blue buff, and well, he will deny that away, and he will have that early start here in that top lane for him up against this Aurelia. Obviously, he can teleport back into lane if he wants to, which I'm assuming he's going to, considering he doesn't have much health at all. Still, AOD back now. Doesn't have Flash, which is going to hurt him quite a bit here. And Flash is going to be limited to only one buff. And well, we obviously saw that happen for us, Sheepy last game. And he's probably saying, well, now you know how I feel. Because he's going to limit to his own blue. And well, right now, Flash is going to be visiting the top side here. Maybe looking for a gank already at level 2. He does have red buff, obviously. And he's trying to sneak into that bush, and it looks like he might actually be able to do it here. Let's see. He's still up towards the top side, not trying to sneak in just yet. He will finally make his way into the bushes. Let's see what happens. Will Aurelia go after Chosen? Will there be a gank? Viz will go in, but Flash coming in, the counter-strike coming in as well. The Flash being forced out of Aurelia, and she will just be able to stay alive here for a little bit longer. So Fresh, heading back to jungle to farm up here. And we'll see how he progresses through this one. I'm actually curious what he's going to build here on this Kale. If it'll be similar to, obviously, the mid lane Kale. With that Nashor's 2 into like a Death Cap or a Lich Bane. Or something else. But here comes Engage on AOD. And right now you can see Silver Carry just zoning out Vardax. Hyla's actually taking a lot of damage right there. I think she took quite a bit from the turret as well. And he forced it back off here. And she still does not have Flash available. And that might have actually just turned things around for them in that lane. Meantime, Sheepy does have red, does have blue. Going for a little bit of counter jungler here, visiting that top side, and I believe he's actually going to catch Jax out, but Jax has Flash. And he has a ward to put down, so he will get an extra jump. And imagine that he's not going to be ganked here successfully. Well, let's see. Oh, Sheepy will be spotted out by the ward. Jax immediately going to start backing away. And Chosen will be fine, and, well, Sheepy going to go check his own blue buff, clear out the, obviously, the small camps there. Is bleeding. And you see Chosen still trying to go head-to-head here against Viz, and pretty even matchup right now. Obviously a CS lead for Viz here, 26-20. And that should actually get a little bit further ahead since the wave is pushing up against him, but Chosen taking a lot of damage. Can be forced to back off, but those health pots are going to be ticking. Might even look for the fight here. Just a little bit of harass. Very tense stuff here between both these teams, and you can tell You know, Invaders, they just pretty much walk through their groups, but they're having a very tough time right now. You can see now, you know, back to pretty much full health from that relic shield. And Syndra and Zig's been a pretty calm lane so far. It's 39 to 29 CS. It's not really a lead for her, obviously, but Ziggs has just returned back to lane, went back to buy that chalice. Both junglers not really making much of an impact here just yet, but Chosen is pretty much equal in levels so far. That should change here momentarily. I don't think he's actually hit level 6 off of this, but he'll get pretty close. And that obviously will make him a big threat to Aurelia here. Especially since he can mitigate a lot of her true damage. Just makes Aurelia so strong against these tanky top laners. It's the fact that you level up that heat and style, do extra true damage per hit, you build a little bit of attack speed, and you're really deadly with Silver Carry. Gonna get jumped on here, but it's just too far away for Vardax to really do much. And right now, Silver Carry trying to turn this around. Nocturne is nowhere to be seen. He's actually back in base here. And that's the second time we've seen Helixiang just get a little bit too aggressive. Actually come out behind in that trade. Chosen now level 6. Doing that patented harass, hit minions twice, and then use it onto the champion. And right now, Viz, remember, doesn't have flash. Looks like Chosen will just back out here. Silver Carry getting jumped on bottom. We'll pop the heal, we'll put the flash, but will he escape this? He's on a sliver of life. It looks like it will be enough. He will get away from this, but will Vardax here and AOD, well, if he had a little bit more mana, he could probably pick up the kill. Unfortunately, he's forced to back off. And actually dodged on Helixiang. He's actually about to take a 1v2. The Ignite coming down. That might actually be enough to pick up the kill. He's going to back away with the flash. Force out of Vardax. He will pick up the kill. And he does get taken down last second by Helixiang. And even gets the assist over onto Silver Carry too. And right now, some big balls on AOD right there. Trying to fight that one out. If he would have had that 1v2. If he had more mana, he probably would have had that 1v2. And that would have been ridiculous. Alright, now, you see Ziggs taking a big chunk of damage here. The Ignite, not going to be enough. I don't think you really need to pop that barrier, but it's not that long of a cooldown, so I think you'd rather be safe than sorry here. But you can already see the Syndra having some really good damage without any items. Obviously, just the chalice. And Fresh, who's been pretty quiet, 31 to 31 in farm. Going into that Ringo's Lantern, it looks like. Actually, what is he ruined for? He has a little bit of ability power. Has some extra AD, it seems, and a little bit of extra attack speed. No, attack speed's from the, never mind. And the Build Droid Cutlass has been picked up for Silver Carry now, but if you look at, honestly, what Vardax has, I believe Vardax has more burst potential here. But Silver Carry has better chase potential. And again, the Build Droid Cutlass can be just, well, the slow effect can be just taken off by Lucian's E. A pretty slow game here from both these teams, and not necessarily what we saw, obviously, in the first game, as you see Chosen trying to go head-to-head against Viz, but he's just dodging in between him with that Blade Surge, and well, Chosen probably would win out on that fight in the long run. He's forced to back off here because, well, Sheepy, they know he's level 6. They know he could be anywhere, and Chosen being dove on the top side, gonna pop his ultimate, gonna jump back to the minions, and he will escape that. He will have health pots to actually stay alive if he wants to stick around in lane, but instead, just gonna back away. Now teleport, so he will fall a little bit behind in lane, but remember, once he has that Triforce, you know, good of the way done, he should be able to beat Aurelia here in these trades. Aurelia does do pretty well against Jax early on, but if I remember correctly, she does fall off towards the later parts against him. Alright, well, the Ringo's Lantern is now done for Fresh. He's been farming quite a bit here. Actually, both junglers have. Hasn't really gone for too many ganks, and I think he's going to go for that kind of carry build with Kayle. I don't really provide that many ganks. Well, Nocturne, he easily has ability to, as you can see, you know, he hasn't gone back to base yet. He's sitting on enough gold to pick up his Lantern. And in fact, we'll go for that. And I wonder where he's going to gank. Top lane has flash. The only lane that doesn't have flash is his bottom lane. that is a good possibility for him to go for. They know they just blew it, and Twitch, it's pretty easy to gank. Obviously, he does have stealth, so it makes it a little bit difficult, but Leona can lock him down for a good amount of time, and both supports have hit level 6 here, and AOD gonna get jumped on here. He's taking a lot of damage, gonna get bursted down, and Vardags will pick up the kill. Silver Carry trying to look for the return, will pick that up, and will he actually pick up any more than this? He's 1v1 against Hilisiang, and Hilisiang looks like he should be able to run away from this one, but AD Carry traded for support. A big win on the side of Invaders there. Well, not a big win, but a win nonetheless. And he's probably just looking to shove that lane in, and right now you see Fresh coming around for a gank on the top side. They're pinging out the ward. And they're trying to make it really go a little bit too deep here. But there's a ward on the top side as well in that bush. And well, Fresh will be spotted hit up there either way. And what will Sheepy do off this? Probably call for Dragon, maybe. They can see that. They probably know that Twitch is backing away. It might be the perfect opportunity for them to go for that. It looks like Aurelia is heading down to go for it too here. So obviously a little bit scared of that dive potential with a Jax with a kill. And you see Fresh instantly respawned by starting to push that top turret. So they will trade a turret for a Dragon, it seems. But what can Twitch, Karma, and Ziggs do about it? And if Perfect is on point, he actually might be able to stop it. Might be able to steal it away. And oh, there goes teleport on the bottom line. AOD gonna actually get taken down here just for a second, but Jack's gonna be looking for a couple of kills. Chosen, gonna be able to pick up one on Hilisiang, I would imagine. The fear comes in, he does flash for it. He's not gonna pick up the kill just yet, and he does get stunned up. Hilisiang gonna survive. And Aurelia, nice teleport coming down, does save a support's life. And that would be a 0 for 2 trade in favor of the side of ULL, and that Dragon still hasn't been done just yet. We do have Fresh still pushing that top lane, and he's looking to pick up 2 turrets here, and if he picks up those 2 turrets, I'd say it's a win for them, even if they do lose Dragon and those 2 deaths. So he gets you a lot more map control. And Dragon will be dropped here. So, first Dragon of the game, going over to Unicorns of Love. We will have the 2 top turrets. Well, not being taken out just yet. It's Fresh being pushed away. And Perfect will be there to back him up. How low did he actually get that turret? That's what I'm curious about. Not low at all. So it didn't have that much time attacking it. So unfortunately not able to pick that up, which would have made things a little bit easier for that trade. Now Jax working towards that Blade of the Rune King here. And you see Aurelia going towards the Trinity Force. And in terms of farm, it's a pretty even game minus mid lane, where it's about 130 to 100 CS, so 30 lead for Syndra. I wonder how it's going to transition into the mid game though. Where Syndra, you know, has a lot of control, has a lot of good poke with the Qs. It has a good amount of burst. But I feel like Ziggs has more sustained damage, but doesn't have the CC that Syndra has. I don't know, it's going to be a pretty even matchup between them when we hit that mid-game point and that team fight point. You can see both bottom laners being very, very cautious here. You've already seen the burst potential out of both of them, so no one can die if they missed up just a little bit here. And little Viz. The Phage now done, Berserker Greaves as well, trying to get a little bit extra attack speed in. There is 2,000 gold to spend on Syndra. Perfect. He only has 700 here. That is not a good sign. I wonder if Power Evil is going to finish the Themes of Holy Grail, or actually go into a death cap right off the bat. Go for some extra, you know, early game power. And right now he's not backing away just yet here, and he's still lengthening this lead here in CS. He's going to be able to get 40 CS in the lead. He was previously 30, obviously, and Chosen is going head-to-head here. You see the damage being done. Chosen winning out on this one, and that might be a kill. It should have been. They know where Nocturne is, but they're going to actually make him just go back. Looks like Fresh will catch out Sheepy here, looking for the 1v1. He's level 10 versus level 9. He has ultimate, obviously. Pops it when the fear is on. Probably not the best time, and Viz won't be waiting in that blue buff bush for them to push into this, and we'll actually still have Chosen continue to push in there. And they're trying to get the vision control a little bit. Maybe still even in kill, but still, like I was saying before, really kind of slow game, really kind of laid back game between both these teams. And let's see, he will land the Zenith Blade on a Silver, looking for the burst down. Does flash over though, pops a pink ward as well, trying to catch him out of stealth here. And Vardags might go down. He will in fact fall, but can Silver Carry survive against this Leona? It looks like he'll be able to here, and maybe even pick up a second kill. Here comes Nocturne from the side. He will pick up the kill onto him. That will be the flash out of Karma there to be able to get away from this. So should be able to pick him up, and that will be a 1 for 2 trade. Not Chosen being chased away here, trying to turn this around top. They don't have the ultimate out of Kale, but they have some good damage. And they will force Viz to pop his flash, and he will back out now. So finally this game's starting to pick up a little momentum, a little bit of steam here. And Fresh even able to steal away the blue buff, so. Power of Evil, like I said before, sitting on a lot of money, 2,700 now. But will be denied the blue. That will help out here for Perfect now if he can get his own blue buff. In the meantime, you're seeing Sheepy go for the invade at the same time, and just as, you know, just as Invaders finally got some sort of control on the mid lane of Unicorns of Love, they kind of immediately lose that control. That will be picked up by Syndra. There's Ziggs even going to come in, trying to steal it away, but you can't steal it from a Syndra. Oh, wow! So he doesn't get the kill on it, and that will be Sheepy picking it up because he smites it and Qs it, trying to make sure it doesn't get reset. So they still went out in that one. They still deny that away from Syndra. I bet you right now that Power is not really happy about that one. But that's the way the cookie crumbles here, and let's see what he does buy. Goes for a DFG right away. Full buys out of DFG, why not? And he's looking for some kills here, and he should easily be able to pick them up. I would imagine that if he lands a nice stun on the Ziggs, that should be the death of him. Yes, he does have that leap to get away, but how are you going to dodge away from the ultimate and the DFG that can track you down? And you see Jax going for a phase now as well, with his build Joder Cutlass going for that chase potential. He realized, obviously, that last little bit of a skirmish we saw, that he can kill Aurelia 1v1. He just has to keep up with her, has to keep up with the speed. And he'll be able to do that. Once he gets out of that stun, just jump right back on top of her. It should be a free kill here, and well, someone needs to pull it ahead, because right now, you can see in CS, no one's really leading on their side. I mean, they're tied up bottom, they're losing mid, they're losing top, and AD being jumped on yet again here. Power Evil will pick up a middle turret, and Silver Carry trying to chase them down, but Coma just going to come out, probably go for a back here, because Dragon up about 40 seconds, or are they just trying to push lane quick enough to go for the Dragon? And Chosen, I believe he knows that Nocturne is up there, and Viz going to be going in. The 1v1 Chosen, not going to get baited in though. We'll back away from this. That's a good read into his opponent. Won't get baited in for an easy death. Oh, now they're going to turn this around here. Ultimate going to come out of KO to keep him alive. Bomb lane fight going on as well. Silver Carry getting dropped down so damn low, in the pink ward investment by Elysiang makes so they can pick up the kill, and Sheepy, well, he will fall for his troubles. Chosen picking up a double buff, and Dragon up in 10 seconds. So will they go for Dragon off this, or will they go for the push? They probably could take down a top turret. They're going to lose one bottom potentially here. However, Ziggs has come around Perfect, looking for a defense onto this turret, trying to keep it alive. As already have lost on their middle one, and well, in the meantime, Power, he's doing the same. He's shoving it onto this one. Might even ward up on the side. No, it doesn't have. She has a pink ward, but wants to save that a little bit more here. Ziggs going to come in, just clear out the wave. Got some damage already being done to that turret. Meantime, you are seeing Jax trying to Jax and Kale try to shove on this turret. And it's already damn low on life here, as you see. It looks like they should be able to pick this one up. Nocturne has ultimate, though. They could look for the fight, and right now, Kale almost has his ultimate back up yet again here, too. They're going to get the turret. They're going to go for the 2v2, and who's going to win this one? Chosen. Going to get the Kale ultimate. He's going to stay alive here, but he's going to get feared up. He does have his build right Cutlass to use something, but he ends up getting taken down. It's a 1-for-1 trade so far. Now it's Fresh up against Sheepy. Fresh trying to cut him out, trying to do something. Does pop the flash. Does have his E over the wall, but he doesn't pick up the kill. Sheepy stays alive just barely, as I believe the E wore off of Fresh. And he wasn't able to pick up that kill right there, but so damn close. And well, not only so I'm trying to go for the chase here, but he doesn't have flash. And he will back away, but Vardag's going to get engaged on. AOD getting bursted down, and Silver Carry, he's not going to survive this one either. Power Evil easily picking that one up with that DFG combo with the ultimate. And that is what we're talking about before, that burst potential. And that will be a 3-for-1 trade in favor of ULL. So 10-6 in kills. They're up about 3,000 gold. About 2,000 gold, sorry. But this game is going to be in the hands of Invaders, easily late game. You think about Jax, the Triforce, Blade of the Rune King, and a Randuin's. Think about a Twitch, think about a Kale. It's going to be so hard to go up against that I'm really worried for the side of UL that they have to win it now. They have to get ahead and stay ahead and end the game, you know, relatively quickly. As you're going to see, Chosen, nice jump over the wall. Will he die to the race? Oh, so low on life right there. Probably could have survived if he attacked them anyways, but they need to win now. I need to push this advantage that they've been able to build up here, but they're a little bit hesitant to do that. In late game, things are going to be a little bit too tough for them to come back from. So let's see if they make the same mistake they did last time, where they had the lead in the beginning, then lost it about 20 minutes in. Let's see, really, having the Triforce done as well, having the Berserker Greaves, like we mentioned before, extra attack speed. But I still don't think it's enough to go up against this Jax here. With that Sheen done, he just does too much damage. And he's still pretty damn tanky with his ultimate up. But I'm pretty sure, actually, right now that I think about it, Syndra should be able to burst him down. Should be able to one-shot him with a full combo if he hits it correctly. And, well, fight breaking out fresh, getting ultimate on top of himself, but a lot of CC being used against him. And, well, he's out of position, and for that, he pays the price. He pays the ultimate price in getting taken down. And that will now probably be a push on this middle turret. I wouldn't be surprised if you all pick this one up here. There's no reason not to, and like I said before, they need to take this advantage they have and push with it, because late game, they're not going to be able to do anything. And let's see if they can defend on this one or not. Leona has ultimate, so they could go for a fight. And Syndra has DFG and ultimate back up here, and you can see them just sitting really far away. They realize they have to be careful. If they get caught out, they can immediately die. And they will defend that turret for a little bit longer here. And well, Unicorns of Love going to go towards Dragon. But it's not there just yet. And actually, they're going for blue buff here, trying to pick it up where they unfortunately didn't get it last time. And this time, it will go over to Power of Evil. So he will get something here finally. Meantime, though, you're seeing a four-man squad push in the middle. AOD going to get not feared up, actually. And Nocturne going to drive into the backside. Jax trying to get away from this one. Power of Evil going to burst down AOD, but the ultimate's not going to be enough. Jax jumps straight on top of Syndra. Going to pick up the kill here, I would imagine. Just a few seconds. There it is. He gets it. Now he's trying to run away from Sheepy, and now Viz and Vardag's forced to run away as well here. Fresh trying to come in, trying to get some CC in, trying to get some slows, but they will pick up the kill. They will back out, and they will come out ahead with that 1-0 trade there. And they take away the blue buff that Syndra just got, and they give it over to Chosen. And this small turret, it's not going to survive for that long, as you see it being dropped so damn quickly. They probably should tank this one up here. No reason not to. And they will lead in turrets now 3-2 and try to close down this gold lead. So we're about to hit that 23-minute mark. You can see that Silver Carrier probably going to have that stag shift done here. I won't have it done just yet. That's what he built up last time. Straight for that attack speed for the ultimate. Jax sitting on. Jax could have his Trinity Force done, but he might get caught out here. Luckily for him, he's going to back away, though. Let's see, was there off to the side and didn't actually spot them out. And again, back to CS. Not that much of a difference here anymore. Between the mid laners, it was up to 40 to 50 CS difference, but Perfect, able to pull that one back here. And you see the Triforce now done for Chosen. Actually going for a Phantom this time for Silver Carrier, not for the Static Shiv. But he is up against Vardags with the Triforce and a Bloodthirster. I mean, if you look at the gold difference between the AD carries, it's a lot. Just under 2k, and well, Chosen has to be careful. Listing has committed a lot of time to this, and Chosen's gonna actually push this one out here. Oh, he's actually gonna play it smart. He's gonna back up. Or is he? I don't know. He keeps switching up. He keeps going back and forth, and he's actually gonna push this one out here. But Listing still off to side inside of the bush. You see even pings on it, knowing that he's there. And he will instead just back away, take the double golems. And Power Evil come from the side, gets a stun on the Silver Carry, but I don't think he realized it right there as they do get this tether, and he might get dropped from this one. The whole combo coming in. He does get a 1-for-1 though, as he bursts down Silver Carry, even though he has his summoner heal up, and Fresh was there with the ultimate. Didn't use on the right target, it seems. And there's a 1-for-1, and they're looking to push onto this, but Nocturne off to the side. Sheepy looking for the engage here. And Leona does have ultimate. Let's see, as they do go and teleport coming in as well. Fresh gonna get locked on. He has the ultimate up. Remember that AOD gonna be dropped as well from the Sheepy's ultimate. And Chosen was able to teleport in as well, but you see him taking up 3 people, gets the stun on the Sheepy, picks up the kill. But can he get away from this? He should have his jump back up in a few seconds. As Viz actually flashed after perfect, but he won't get the stun in there just yet, or the slow. And they will get another 1-for-1 trade. So in the end, it was 2-for-2 in mid. And now, will they lose on a turret? Perfect. Just above half HP. Chosen about 75%. And it would be a 2-on-3 here. As you can see, Fresh just not healthy. He has his ultimate almost up, though. But Silver Carry has returned, and immediately we will see you all back out. So 13-9 to 25 minutes in. And the goal lead is starting to shrink a little bit. But both teams try not to make that key mistake that can really I win a game for you, and as long as Invaders just stay alive, keep driving this game further and further out, it should be their game. You can hear Jack's going to be taking the red buff over here, at least giving it over to Fresh. Has a Sheen, has an Ashes Tooth, has Feral Flame as well. 151 CS, so he's doing fairly well over Sheepy. He's farming up quite a bit here. Let's look at his overall gold. 8,400 to 7,800, so yeah, 800 lead, or 600 lead. But still a lead nonetheless, and what's his flare stacked at, actually? 14, so not bad. Not bad at all. And like I said before, when we were in the picks and bans, Fresh actually messaged me in the client saying that he has a 100% win rate on Kale in ranked, and right now he's trying to defend that title. It's not looking so good so far, but as long as, like I said, as long as they hold on, it should be okay here. And looking over the side of UL, the Athena's Holy Grail has been picked up. The DFG has still been done. And another sea large rod picked up for Power of Evil. How much is he sitting at? 346 ability power. I'm pretty sure he can still easily burst down Silver Carry. He's gonna have to invest in some magic resist, you know, pretty soon if he wants to survive these fights. I mean, if he gets flashed on, if he gets locked down by Leona ultimate, that's going to be it. He's going to get taken down by Syndra. Invader's looking for a push maybe on the middle. Looking for some sort of hole. Some sort of a way to I guess, catch off UL here and maybe find a little bit of a chink in their armor. But let's see. Ace of the Mountain has been completed for Hillisiang. Still has his mobility boots, and you can see both teams are just kind of... Well, I feel like UL is just kind of hesitant to go for a fight here, even though they have a pretty good dive comp with Aurelia, Leona, and Nocturne. This is a best of 3, guys. Oh, nice knockback coming in on Chosen. He won't be pushed away from this one. He was looking for the fight, and Invaders, it looks like they might just go for a push on the middle. They have them out of position. And will they get out of there in time? It looks like they will be able to swing around. A little bit of hold on to this one. Chosen maybe looking for the fight, but they have the Karma speed ups for him and for Twitch. And Dragon obviously was just taken, so there's no objective for them to pick up. And I see both teams, again, just hesitant to really go anywhere. Hesitant to push out. Hesitant to go for that next engage here. And, you know, the timer is ticking. Every moment, every minute that you delays here on this push is a minute closer than Invaders get to being at that key position. And right now Chosen, you can see with that Blade of the Rune King and Trinity Force done, he's pretty much just full build. He has his core items. Random Omen on top of that, he would be almost unkillable here. And well, right now they will lose on the middle turret. Zig's going to come in. Twitch as well, going for the slow. They're not able to chase him down here, and it looks like Jackson continue to shove here. And are they going to continue to chase them down so they can't back away? You can see Viz going to be backing on that bush, and right now Invaders are actually not trying to stop them. They're trying to shove down middle to try to harass them a little bit, try to punish them for this one, and either way they'll pick up a bottom or a middle turret, and Vardax, he might get caught out here off to the side. He has to be careful. He won't dodge through that landmine and get in behind that turret, but the Fence taking this one up. They have a mini wave there now, and Jax did pick up that bottom turret, so they might even pick up a second one off this, and they might even go for the dive too, since they have I'm So Fresh with that ultimate, just clearing out the vision, grouping up towards the bottom side, and they will at least deny away a red buff. Unicorns of Love are starting to struggle here. How much money do they have to spend? Decent amount, 1600 for Silver Carry. I wonder if he's going to go for a QSS or a Banshee's Veil. Alright, but Last Whisper has been picked up here for Vardags, though. He's got 3 core items compared to the 2 from Silver Carry. And not to mention, the Death Cap is done for Power of Evil. Had about 350 ability power then, 500 now, and let's just show you how much his ultimate does. Okay, that's not his ultimate. Minimum of 700 damage, and well, Silver Carry, he has almost 1700 life. The DFG on top of that, he's not going to live. And right now he's going for the Last Whisper. He's got to depend on his team. He's got to depend on I'm So Fresh to actually keep him alive with the ultimate. So obviously they can counter that here, and right now the vision being cleared out by Baron. We're about to hit that 30-minute mark, and the last game did end, I believe, at 36.5 minutes. This game obviously a little bit more of a slower pace. And it's about a 2.5 thousand gold difference here too. Seems to be so hard to stream alone. Yeah, it's not as fun when you have another person. That's where you hear these like long little breaks, so I can rest my voice really quickly and come up with something else to talk about. Now you can see Chosen going for Guardian Angel. You saw him when he hit that on Aurelia in that last game. He played like a completely different player. And we saw that actually happen so many times with Genja off of Gambit Gaming back when they went for the Guardian Angel stacking days. Like once he got that, he was the initiator for his team. And right now, Chosen, he can afford to be really aggressive. He can afford to get that burst combo put onto him instead of Silver Carry. And then if he does die, gets right back up with the GA, have a KO ultimate right after that, and he'll be fine here. But Nocturnes are going to be used. They're going for the dive on AOD. He won't get feared up here. But that is a major ultimate now down. Leona's still sticking around though. Helixiang won't be actually forced to back away here. Zigzag's going to come in, going to connect for some really good damage. Chosen, is he going to look for the fight? He has to be careful. The DFG coming in, the burst from Syndra. And that's how quickly you can die, even as Jack. Silver Carry going to get feared up here with the KO ult on top of him. And you see Fresh flashing over the wall, still attacking him. And Carry picks up one kill. Can they pick up a second on Sheepy? Well, it doesn't look they will be able to here. So it'll be a 1-for-2 trade. And again, Guardian Angel not done for Chosen just yet, but you can see the burst that Syndra can do. Silver Carry, oh, he's in the backside. He's looking for the 1v1 against Varnax. He has his teammates there, but he does back away. He's trying to defend onto this inhibitor turret. And Power of Evil, he doesn't have ultimate, but he has some good poke nonetheless here. And if Fresh lands a slow onto someone, they can pick up Fresh. Gonna get stunned up here on the turret. He gets bursted down. He doesn't even have ultimate up just yet. And that will force them to go a long way around here. Lose a bottom turret and their inhibitor turret. Oh, Sheepy should be able to pick this up here in just a few. They will lose out an inhibitor. So UL finally, for the first time in this series, able to pick up an inhibitor. And let's see how they can work with this advantage. Yeah, Chosen, he went a little bit too deep there. He got cut off, and he's not taking enough to survive that burst just yet here. I would imagine he's going to go for the Banshee's Veil after this GA. And then probably can't be bursted down, but by then he'll have Void Staff on the other side for power here. And well, that'll be another Dragon on the side of ULL. Now they've almost extended to a 10,000 gold lead here. Carry getting caught out here. What? I need to go back and look at that. That was a little odd. I could have sworn the Zenith Blade did connect. Yeah. Well then. It did connect, but either way. I guess we'll just go ahead and ignore that one. That was really weird. They killed him anyway, so it didn't matter in the end, but... Alright, you can see Perfect though. He's having a little bit of a rough game here. He's down about 3,000 gold to his opponent. Oh, he is down about 3,000. Not to mention Power Evil has another 3k to spend here. Baron gonna be started off. And you can see the ward coverage that UL has around the map. They have complete control of this Baron pit. Alright, you see Jax off to the top side. You see Kale as well. Zane's gonna come in to give him the vision around the Baron. See how much HP it does have, and let's see if it does come in. Let's see if they try to go for it, because Nocturne, not the greatest Baron picker-uppers, if that makes any sense. Just comes off the backside, picks up one kill, trying to flash, trying to get away here. But Leona will get back on top of him. Chosen will drop, but it will be a 1-for-1 trade. Are they going to look for any more, though? They will have Silver Carry returning in from the side. They're still keeping Baron active. And actually, that was just the ward, sorry. And AOD just going to eat up that whole culling and then back off. And Ziggs coming off the side, trying to maybe hit them once or twice. Chosen has the Guardian Angel now completed. This is when things get really deadly. When he gets back alive here, he has teleport. Him and Fresh could two-man Baron easily. And I actually wonder if we're going to see that happen. If they can get that vision control that they need around it. But Dragon has not come back up. Never mind, sorry. That was a little bit of a bug of hitting back. I'm seeing people talk about the interesting Zenith Blade onto Twitch that didn't connect. Calling for the remake. Zephyr Blade. Well, Zephyr picked up Zephyr Blade by Viz. He's got a lot of attack speed now. Where is he at? 1.7. So he does a substantial amount of damage, as you're seeing right here. I mean, those are just his auto attacks. So when they crit, they still hit pretty damn hard. You can see Fresh trying to go for that Lich Bane. Almost has it done as well. Actually, well, Lich Bane and trying to go for I want to say Zhonya's, so he doesn't have to use ultimate onto himself. But it still could be a death cap. Alright, but Baron, though, being cleared out of the vision. You see, fresh off to the side, just trying to... Oh, he's going to get caught out. He's going to get locked down as well, but AOD off to the side, able to hold them down. And Fresh will survive that. That's the only ultimate now down, and that is a huge win for them. They probably could go for a fight on this if they want to, and well, you do see Jax towards the bottom side of the map. Chosen's going to have that teleport up. You see Silver Carry and So's Perfect not there to help out either. And they are being shoved back with the poke by Syndra. Teleport coming in. And they are going to look for the fight. You see Baron down about half HP, Chosen with the Guardian Angel coming from the side, and they will force them back here. So will they shove out in the middle, or will they stick around? They don't have any vision. They're starting to finally put some wards down as they're running away, but they're going to get engaged upon. Fresh getting locked down with the Zenith Blade. Remember, Leona does not have ultimate. They could go for the fight, and Chosen's going to go for it, trying to lock down Power of Evil right there, but Guardian Angel going to get popped. He won't be saved, I believe. Kale will have the ultimate, but it won't be enough. He'll get taken down too quickly, and there's a fight breaking out everywhere else. That is Twitch going down, that is Karma going down, and they will return with 1 kill, but that is a 1-for-3 trade here. And then it's really unfortunate. Chosen, again, just diving a little bit too far. And the Guardian Angel this time wasn't even enough to save him. But now, it's all up to Perfect. Can he steal this Baron? Ultimate gotta come in a little bit too early. Throwing the Qs as well. Fresh has Flash. Is he gonna use it? He's gonna see it over the wall. He's gonna go for it. He steals it. He denies it away from UL, and they're still able to pull up a lot of damage. He has ult on himself. He's still picking up a kill. He somehow still picks up one, and Viz will escape though with a sliver of light. But they steal away the Baron. They pick up another kill, so it's a 2-for-4 trade. But they deny that away. They pick up the gold off of it, and that was exactly what they needed to stay alive here in this game. All right, so I'm so fresh coming out huge for his team. If he would have missed that, that probably would have been a certain loss. Look, he was able to pick up a second kill in there onto Sheepy, and right now you can see Void stuff hasn't picked up for Power of Evil. He almost has his Zhonya's now done. And Chosen taking 75% of his life from a quick combo by Power. It's not a good sign. He has now Merc Treads though to get out of the CC a little bit quicker, but I think a Banshee's Veil would definitely go quite far in the long run for him if he can get that. Okay, so let's see what have they been able to pick up now. Death Cap is done for Fresh. Void Staff picked up for Perfect. Last Whisper has completed for Silver Carry. And AOD has Mikhail's Crucible. So they have the items they need to compete, but then again, you look at Vardax, he has 4 major items done. That Affinity Edge really giving him a huge power boost. Not to mention Viz, who has so much attack speed, not to mention that Randyman's Omen. He's so tanky, has so much damage behind him that it's going to be very hard to deal with here. And right now you see UL going for Dragon. It's Invaders just trying to stall the game a little bit longer here. Trying to buy some more time. Perfect, the only man with the Baron buff as they start to group up, push middle, and they need vision. They need to catch out Power of Evil if they want to have a chance to win this one. And likewise, Power of Evil needs to catch out them and burst someone down to be able to secure a win in these fights. And well, right now he might get caught out here off to the side. You can see Leona coming in for the flash ultimate, locks down 2. And Imsafresh going to be forced to use ultimate onto himself. They're turning around on Elysian. He's all by himself. They're actually split up really far here as we'll see Karma eventually drop. AOD will get taken down here in the end. And that will be a double kill now picked up for Aurelia. And you see the rest of Invaders trying to go in for another fight. Perfect hasn't really been touched just yet. Power of Evil doesn't have ultimate up anymore, but you see him doing so much damage. Chosen wanted to jump in on top of him, and they probably could have picked up 3 kills right there as Aurelia. Well, Aurelia, Power, and Vardags are already so low on health, and yeah, it is a 1-for-2, but that weird positioning caught Invaders off guard. And that was a really good Leona ultimate. Yes, it only hit, one, it only stunned one, slowed one, but it still just split them apart, and Not to mention the calls, as you saw coming in after that. They kind of wanted to chase Siliciang. At the same time, they wanted to back away, and they didn't have that one mindset together, and that really hurt them. But right now, you see Invaders. Chosen, his GA is almost back up. And you see a lot of major items still being completed on the side of Unicorns of Love. Hardeg's going to pick up an Negatron Cloak. Sheepy has one as well, as Viz is 6-1-6 with his. And you see Spectral's Cow picked up for Silver Carry. So he's going for the Banshee's Veil finally. Something that he's definitely going to need here. And Chosen, I believe he's going for the same thing as he has that Ruby Crystal. But now, Viz picking up a Guardian Angel. He's already been hard enough to kill before. He does have a 40 CS lead compared to Chosen here. And Lance Fresh has finished, though, this Lich Bane, so he's going to have a lot of burst potential here. The problem is they get just destroyed by power in that ultimate with the DFG combo. It's really up to Fresh to be in the right place and to use the ultimate on the right target to keep them alive. But the Guardian Angel has come back up for Chosen here, so they're kind of on equal footing. But let's see. Do UL feel confident to go for this inhibitor yet again? I see Sheepy is coming in through mid lane here. He will be spotted up by that ward eventually. We see a good line of wards actually on the side of Invaders here. Spot them coming from the south side of the jungle, but you see UL, they're just bringing the fight to him. And now 2 minutes on the Baron buff. Perfect, trying to harass as much as possible. He doesn't have blue. He's going to actually hurt him quite a bit here, but I keep throwing those bombs in. Trying to poke them down just a little bit. Maybe give them that slight advantage they do need here. And you see Fresh, his heals are actually doing pretty good amount. They are losing their red buff in the meantime here, and I believe they might be waiting to actually counter or to catch him off guard here. Chosen, he will dodge away with a stun. Fresh, gonna clear out that pink ward, at least try to. And you might see that fight break out here in middle, and let's see what happens. We're gonna see the Nocturne ultimate come in. Who's he gonna land it on? It's gonna be on the backside on a perfect. He'll be able to get away from this one now. He's a little bit too far committed for this, as we see in the backside. Actually Chosen baiting them out, staying alive here with the Guardian Angel. Carry picks up the kill on the Sheepy, and he's looking for another. And that bait by Chosen kept 3 people occupied while they're able to pick up one. Viz going to chase down Silver Carry, and they will burst him down immediately. Viz is still alive. He's trying to chase down Perfect, pops Random Omen. He will eventually get his Guardian Angel popped here. And here comes Chosen back to fight yet again. He has the Guardian Angel being used now, and he's in a 1-on-4 here. This is not looking good. And he will get back up, but just to be knocked right back down. And the Chaos Crucible being used in the meantime, and Perfect still off to the side, maybe looking for a little bit of a cleanup here. They need a big play out of someone. But will he? Oh, he's actually backing. I didn't see him backing on my screen. And he'll go back to base here. He will have the home guard boots, and he will look to actually poke them down and hold on to this. You have I'm So Fresh there with his ultimate. They could probably do this too. Obviously, Aurelia is not there, and Fresh, look at the damage he's able to do. He has the ultimate, gonna pop it, gonna pretty much mitigate all the burst potential that was coming out of Syndra right there, but he will get taken out. Hishido, flash over the wall, he'll stay alive. He's dodging away as much as he possibly can, and Viz will actually look to lock down onto So's here, but not before he picks up a kill over on Siliciang, and now it's a 1-on-2 here, and So's looking to escape with the red buff taken away. And he will get back here. He has home guards yet again. Silver Carry, does he have home guards? Yes, he does. And he could actually chase after them here. He could maybe pick up one. Viz doesn't have Guardian Angel up. Remember that. And will he get it? No, he backs off. They lose their inhibitor. And now we're at that 43-minute mark. 20-17. Almost a 10,000 gold lead for the side of ULL. And Baron is now up. Okay, so this game is still damn close between these two teams, as you're seeing. Zonia is being completed for Ziggs here. And that Spectral's Cow being picked up for Jax, so as you saw right there, he's gonna need that in these fights. And the Zonius has been done by power as well, so both Guardians have been popped. But you saw Chosen in that last fight, he kept 3 people occupied and was able to escape. He wasn't able to heal, I believe. Maybe if he actually went back to base, had home guard boots, and teleported back in the fight, that could have been a game changer, but right now, hindsight's always 20/20, and you see Fresh waiting for someone to actually push in towards that top side. He actually might get more than he bit off, and he will back away. Alright, but it's all coming down to Baron now. The bottom lane of Invaders is pushing, as you can see. But here comes the ultimate. Not going to connect. Notch ultimate as well. And this is actually a really bad fight for UOL. They're going to get slowed up on top of that. And Answerfresh going in, looking for some damage here. The Culling comes in, does some pretty good deeps to the backside of Invaders. When you see Chosen going head-to-head up here on the top side. Silver Carry able to actually kite this here, but gets a KO ultimate fresh, able to save his life. There's a shutdown finally on Terraria. That's exactly what they needed, but now they have to get rid of Power of Evil to survive this one, and Fresh is still so damn healthy. They pick up one, and right now UOL, they aren't able to burst on Chosen anymore. He's able to stay alive with the help of that Counter-Strike, and you saw Silver Carry survive with the help of I'm So Fresh there. Again, being in the right place at the right time. The thing is, it's so hard for UOL to burst someone down. They have to actually split up the team, keep I'm So Fresh away from the person that they want to kill, and they thought they had it right there, and it would have worked, but Fresh quickly respawned to that one in time, and actually moving over at the right place, and right now they're trying to force a Baron fight here. AOD, not healthy, perfect, already very low on mana. There they come from the backside. They actually pick up Baron so damn quickly, and Chosen getting sped up, looking to chase him down here, but he won't be able to. They're going to back off. I did not mean to hit that button, and they probably won't be able to buy up here. 2,700 gold for Silver Carry to buy with. He's going to have, I would assume, Banshee's Veil first. Oh, he will get interrupted, actually, and here comes Leona for the one-on-one fight on a perfect, and they're looking for the fight still, and I'm not sure if that's the right choice, because they might get caught out here. This could actually be so bad for them, and we will have Power of Veil pick up the kill on AOD, and he will actually get the Zonias off, but he won't survive this. He will get dropped, so a good 1-for-1 in favor of Invaders here. They will sacrifice their support for the mid laner of Unicorns of Love any day. And again, they have Supermans pushing onto the mid lane. They have to stop them midway through. And let's see what does get bought up here. Silver Carry hasn't gone back to base. He's going to have the money now for an Infinity Edge. But will he go for that or the Banshee's Veil? And I kill ultimate, you guys see you guys talking about that in chat. 36-second cooldown. So basically, if you have an extended fight against Invaders, they're going to be able to have a second ultimate from him. And it's at that point in the game, too, where he's just as strong as a mid laner, pretty much. He's going to have his Zonias, or at least he's working up towards it now. He also has a Feral Flare still stacking. And Twitch, Silver Carry going for the Infinity Edge here. He's going for the damage. And he should be able to 1v1 Viz now. But let's see what's going to happen this time. Doesn't have Flash to get away from, or to at least create some distance. Chosen has completed his Banshee Veil, so this is going to be very tough for Unicorns of Love. They can still do it, but they have to play their cards right. And we're obviously into that point, we're into that late game. And that's where Invaders get really strong here. They're starting to finally win out in these fights, but Unicorns of Love, they still have a big lead here, about 7,000. And they still can pull this one back, but it's not going to be easy. So let's see, Guardian Angels have reset. And this next fight will determine. I mean, 48 minutes in with level 18s. Death timer is going to be 70 seconds and Fresh. Going to kite them out, trying to bait in maybe a little bit of CC there. And Hysiang, you remember that last fight? He didn't have his ultimate. Well, he had his ultimate, but he whiffed it. And Sheepy kind of whiffed his, and that completely made it so they couldn't win that fight. And right now, they have to hit perfect ones. They need to lock down multiple members. They definitely need to lock down Silver Carry if they want to have hopes of, you know, bursting him down, and at the same time, you need to make sure Fresh doesn't get his ultimate off. And then you have Chosen to deal with. It's gonna be very tough. Let's see if they can do it. They are defending and pushing back a Baroned up Invaders. Like that is at least a good sign for them. I also feel like Invaders don't necessarily want to dive under the turret, even though they easily could. Let's see. Random Owen picked up for AOD. Viz picking up another Spectral's Cow, or a Spectral's Cow, sorry. How much ability power is Power sitting on? 775. And 645 for Soul's Perfect. But Fresh finishing his Zonias. Alright, so you have two Zonias. You have a Guardian Angel. That means his ultimate should only be for Silver Carry here. And he's looking for the slow. Oh, he won't get it though. So Sheepy has that spell shield built in. And AOD, I mean, look at all the speed ups they have. They have Twitch Stealth for him. They have the heal from Kill, the speed up from Karma. Not to mention, Kale with that Lich Bane is just so damn fast. They can easily catch up to you here, and you see UL, they're being a little bit hesitant, looking for that moment to strike. And let's see if they do pull it off here. They also have an open inhibitor take here. But will they be in the right position at the right time? Even a surrender vote coming in for some reason. I'm not sure why that was there. There's now Fresh getting caught out. He might have to pop the ult on himself. Here's AD going to get bursted down. He's completely eliminated from this fight. As Quickshot would say, he's deleted. So now we're forced to fight 4-on-5 here. And that is not a good sign. Oh, they're going to burst them down. Chosen staying alive with the help of that Guardian Angel and actually stunning them up. But that will be Fresh getting taken down here. And this is up against a Baron Invaders. You remember that. And that will be the inhibitor being dropped here. And that will be Bleaking Lights for Aurelia and for Nocturne. Are they going to go for the win? And that will be an easy kill for Silver Carry. Can he survive this, though? He gets bursted down by Vortex and Power. And that most certainly should be it here. ULL trying to actually go for the kill on a perfect. Able to dive under the turret. Random zone popped. He gets burst down as well. And Chosen getting taken very low here. Now will be the first Nexus turret being taken down. The Guardian Angel going to be popped off Aurelia here. But it won't matter. The second Nexus turret, it will fall. They have minions there. And that will be the Nexus dropped as well. Unicorns of Love going to take it to game number 3 here. As Chosen trying to do anything he possibly can to hold on to this under the turret. Or, sorry, under the Nexus. But it won't matter. That will take us to game number 3. Unicorns of Love coming back on that one. Even up against a stronger late game team, they still do it. And you got to give a lot of credit to Viz, 10-2-9, not to mention Vardax, 11-2-12. Fantastic pair of them overall, and well, that means we're going to that game number 3. But before that, we're going to a quick break here. So when we come back, game number 3 between Unicorns of Love and Invaders, we're going to find out which team will be advancing on into the semifinals to join Gamers 2 and Lubin Shores or X Meteor Makers. We'll be back in just a few, guys.